Hello everybody and welcome back to some Blues and Bullets. Last time we left off, we're going to go visit the house of this fella who... oh no, what do I do again? Is it E? E.
The fact that a criminal like him can hang up his shingle in broad daylight says a lot about Santa Esperanza.
Yeah, I think it was like a forger or something. Anyway, yeah, we needed to go say hello to him, didn't we? So this is where we are now.
Interesting taste. Been centuries since a gardener visited this house. Maybe Boccherini's business isn't going too well.
So yeah, basically we sent our pal round back, and we are to go up to the front door. And there's a glowy thingy. Bell.
The bell doesn't work. I guess Boccherini doesn't get many visitors. Boccherini? Carlo Boccherini?
Nothing of interest out back. Sorry. You better come see this, Mr. Ness.
What?
What is it?
I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, I didn't see much. I saw what I assumed to be a slightly bloody pipe. Oh!
Is that our man?
Boccherini.
My God.
We have to find out who did this, and why. Let's go.
You're the detective, Mr. Ness. Besides, Alfonso will want to see this. I'll be right back.
All right. I have to establish how Boccherini died. Maybe the body parts can shed some light on the motive.
Solve the Murders Investigation Board. Okay, so I need to find out what's gone on with Boccherini.
Holy Christ, what the hell are we up against?
Well, he's got no eyes, by the looks of it.
His eyes were pulled clean out of their sockets. Whoever did this, it wasn't their first time. And if they committed any other murders like this, it's likely that the police found some of the bodies. I must remember to ask Alice.
Okay, so he's got no eyes. It looks like he's got no tongue either.
His teeth were all pulled out before he was killed. The buildup of blood inside his mouth speaks for itself.
Okay. New clue. Right, so he's... Oh, okay, I'm not allowed to look at that, but his hand was missing. Anything else we can tell about his face? No. Alright. Ah, okay, so I literally just have to do left and right to move around, okay.
This isn't a cut, it's a tear. His hands were ripped off. Who has that kind of strength?
I don't know, Mr. Ness. Let's keep looking around behind. Oh my. That looks pretty painful, doesn't it?
What's he got stuck in there? Looks like the bottom of a glass.
Yeah. Well, I don't see anything else on this side, so let's pop round this gory mess again and have a look at the other side of him. Yeah, there's the missing hand. Oh, hang on.
Pity he won't last till Christmas, because he'd almost passed for a tree. There's no doubt the murderer took his time.
So, we know that someone pulled his eyes out, pulled his teeth out, pulled his hand off, and impaled him with several spikes and a shot glass. And they, by the looks of it, they were quite liberal in where they did it. There's a lot of blood.
The blood comes from the other side of the corridor and ends next to the body. He was attacked in the other room and dragged to the hall.
Okay. What have we got here? Broken table. Broken window.
The evidence suggests that the events began in the lounge. How did Boccherini encounter his murderer?
Right. Let's see if we can investigate this bit first then. Do I have... I forget if I've got camera with me. I don't think I have. Right.
Whatever crushed the table must have been really heavy. Or maybe it was thrown extremely hard.
Could it have been Boccherini? Can you tell anything else? No, can't go that way. Anything else? Oh, let's have a look at this.
A perfectly circular dint. As if someone had tried to hammer in a gigantic bolt. Around 4 inches in diameter.
The shot glass, maybe? Can I... Yeah, see there's bits of bottle missing down there. There's a handprint. I need to look at it from this angle apparently.
Fingernails scratched the wood.
Fingernails, okay. Anything else? Oh, just a large pile of blood.
Blood ran like water.
So, this appears to be where it all started. But how do they get in? Other than it looked like a broken window over there, so that looks like how they got in. Oh. Boccherini's watch. You want me to do what? Oh, you want me to turn it, okay.
Did it break during the struggle, or was it already broken?
Anything I can tell? Oh, there's 2 things I can tell here. If I can get... Yeah.
Blood. Blood everywhere.
So that might have been on his hand when it was pulled off, maybe.
What kind of person takes off a wristwatch without unfastening it? Or fastens the strap again after taking it off?
Exactly. Probably pulled the hand off and the watch fell off. That would probably explain all the blood everywhere. Okay, what have we got here?
This was opened recently.
Bottle of booze. Okay. Anything over there? No, okay, there's nothing over there. Right. So, let's have a look at the broken window. Or...
Smells of whiskey.
Yeah, so Boccherini was having a drink when someone
Glass
came
on
in
the
through
floor
window.
indicates the window was broken from outside.
Ba-doom. Right, so far... Ooh,
There's something under there. How'd it wind up under there?
don't know. Looks like all the ammo's in it though. Yeah, all the ammo's in there.
Not one round fired. It must have happened fast.
Right, so Boccherini was armed. Someone, or perhaps something, given the amount of strength it got, came through this window. I'll have a look in there in a moment. Came all the way over here. Possibly Boccherini was by the window at the time. Guy smashed through, knocked the gun out of his hand. Threw him all the way over here. Impacted the table, broke the table. Pulled off his hand. The wristwatch fell on the floor. Then dragged him out into the hall. And then did all the mutilation. That's my working theory. So let's see what's in here though first, eh? What have we got? Nuts. We've got nuts.
What is it with Italians and olives?
Oh no, olives.
They lap those things up like caviar.
So it was nuts. Okay, let's have a look at what have we got here. Dirty dishes.
Like a true bachelor, he should have put these into soak. Hours of scraping to get them clean. Although at this stage I don't think Boccherini's too worried about that.
Ho ho! Anything over here? We've got a wine glass.
4 glasses. 2 of water, 2 of wine.
And booze.
I've always been a whiskey man, but I know a good wine when I see one.
Santa Esperanza. Okay, there's more of the glasses, and I'm guessing it's meat.
Leftover lasagna.
No.
And it looks good.
Someone
Why
good
is it
to
that
me.
2 out of 3 Italian gangsters are great cooks? I'll never understand what the deal is with them and cooking. The plates and the glasses leave no room for doubt. Boccherini had company for dinner.
But company normally doesn't come through the window. So I'm guessing someone... Oh yeah, the missing knife, okay. So yeah, I'm guessing someone... If it's all let me there, I have to do a weird rotation. Someone was here, left...
1 knife's missing.
Then he was
the
attacked.
biggest one. Shut from the inside.
Right, can't get in there. Let's have a look at our detective board. What do I... Right.
An open bottle of whiskey. A pistol, fully loaded.
This is about the assault, okay.
Pieces of glass from the window in the hall, found inside the house. I'd say Boccherini was drinking in the dining room when his assailant burst in through the window. Boccherini pulled his gun, but the murderer disarmed him before he could shoot. Where did the torture begin?
Right, what have we got? Watch, I reckon.
A blood-stained wristwatch, with the glass broken and the strap fastened.
That's not really torture. It's just a broken glass. Unless that's half of... no, it wasn't half a glass that was embedded in him because that had a bottom on it.
A broken table, scratched and covered in blood.
Let's use that one.
2 pools of blood, one on either side of the dining room table. The bloodstains show that the murderer began to torture Boccherini on the dining table itself. That was where his hands were torn off. As a result, his wristwatch fell to the ground.
Exactly.
How did the body reach its current position? The trail of blood from the dining room to the hall. The murderer tore Boccherini's hands off. What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini's back.
I think that's the only thing about how he got there. Let's go back for now and go on to this here. Mutilation.
Boccherini's teeth were all pulled out. What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini's back.
Oh no, it's not the right clue, okay.
The murderer tore Boccherini's hands off. Hands ripped off, teeth torn out. I guess I'll have to rule out criminal intent or a personal angle. Boccherini's eyes still haven't shown up. What if I look for whatever was used to remove them?
Ooh. In that case, if I go back over here and say lynching, the glass bottle shows he was thrown down onto a glass as he was being dragged out.
What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini's back.
No? Okay. What about the broken
A
what?
broken whiskey glass found in the dining room.
No? Alright, well, I guess we don't have enough clues. We'll have to go and find some more. Is there anything else we can learn from here? So, came over this way. Out. There's Boccherini. What have we got
Takes
here?
a strong man to tear that out. Or several.
I'm not quite sure what that is. Is it a ceiling fan? Can I go? No, I'm not allowed upstairs, okay. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Was he dragged out through here and then dragged back?
Jammed shut from the inside.
There's a spoon on the
Maybe
floor.
between the two of us when Milton gets back. If I'm not mistaken, this door opens onto the same room as the locked door in the kitchen.
There's a spoon. Now that is a clue.
Blood and some kind of sticky liquid.
Alright. Now. Here. Eyes. Spoon used to remove eyes.
A teaspoon stained with blood and some kind of sticky liquid. The mixture of sticky liquid and blood can only mean one thing. The spoon was used to remove Boccherini's eyes. The mutilations and the disappearance of his eyes suggest two possible motives. Psychopathy or cultist fanaticism. Which is it?
Can't tell at this point. However, if we go back and go to the lynching, that is a new clue that might give us
The
something.
lamp, torn off its brackets and blocking the stairs. Boccherini, already minus hands, was dragged into the hall, where the murderer used the brackets of the lamp to complete his macabre diorama.
Ah, so that's what they were. Right. So, let's see what goes on in here then. Okay. That's different.
Oh shit. I should have stayed in my diner.
No shit. Well, it's Boccherini's hands, alright. Oh, I'm literally... I see, right. I'm opening the hands. Well, at least he's not been dead long, because rigor mortis hasn't set in. If it has, this would be extremely difficult to do, I'd imagine. Ah, well, there are his teeth. I can't do anything here, I just need to keep going that way around, okay?
Are these teeth from the body? Well, at least I know why his teeth were pulled out, more or less.
What do we have over here?
What is that?
I have no idea.
Looks like a ritual. What was Boccherini mixed up in?
Well, I think we've found out motive.
A sick altar of human flesh. Some kind of symbol drawn in blood. Although I don't know the origin of the symbol in the bathroom and the altar of flesh and teeth, I'd say the motive was some kind of occult religion. The big question is, who did it?
Not someone I want to meet. Right, well, let's get out of here because there's still a little bit left to explore in case it will give us any more information around the side here. Is this the garage? There's nothing much there. Oh yeah, it looks like the garage.
This car looks too classy for a forger like Boccherini.
Also looks untouched.
Are there sufficient reasons to believe that when the murderer attacked Boccherini, there was someone else in the house? The first possibility to be ruled out is that the car belonged to Boccherini.
No. I don't think so. Not with,
A door in the kitchen, locked from the inside. It opens onto the same room as the jammed door in the corridor. Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware from a dinner for two.
No? Okay.
A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room.
Oh, okay. Do I literally just have to do lock
A door in
door?
the kitchen, locked from...
No.
It opens onto the same door in the corridor.
No, okay. I guess I
It
haven't
opens onto the
found
same
enough
room
clues.
as the lock. What looks
That's
like
not
the
going to be a
bottom
clue
of
for it, no. Okay. Interesting. So I guess I have to look around in here for clues as to who owned the car.
Vermont plates. Someone drove a long way.
Okay. So we know it's not his then, because it's from Vermont. Which I have no idea where it is. I'm going to guess it is in West Virginia.
Let's take a look in the glove compartment. Bingo. A man's cigarette case.
Okay. There's no markings on it, but it's clasped, so let's see if we can undo that. And there's one... Is that a... I'm guessing it wants me to look at the marking rather than cigarettes.
O.B. One of the Boccherini clan?
Right. Vermont plates.
A car with Vermont plates.
And these...
The initials
cigarettes.
O.B. on a cigarette case. 1. It has Vermont plates. 2. It's too luxurious for a criminal of his standing. 3. The initials on the cigarette case don't match his name.
Exactly.
The next possibility that needs to be ruled out is that the car was stolen. There should be evidence that there was someone else in the house.
There is.
Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware from a dinner for two. The dirty dishes and glasses prove that Boccherini ate lasagna with one other person. Was Boccherini's guest still in the house when the murderer showed up?
Well, judging by the locked
A
doors,
door in the kitchen,
I'm guessing
locked
yes.
from the inside. It opens onto the same room as the jammed door in the corridor.
That's not a clue. Alright. That
A
thought
door
would
in
be.
the corridor jammed shut. It opens onto the...
I guess I need to meet the witness, because the bottle jammed in his back isn't going to be a clue as to whether there was a person here or he stole it. Alright, let's head back out here then. Let's see what else we can find. Is, what's his face back yet? Why can't I get in there? Anything else? Anything else I can find? Nothing else has shown up yet. Just tromping through the blood again. Nothing, again, nothing over here. Okay, well, the only clues I've got are these.
A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room.
That's a clue to there being a witness. I'm guessing it goes with that.
What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini's back. It seems clear that Boccherini and his guest were drinking when the murderer took them by surprise. The real question is, what happened to the witness? Did they escape? Did the murderer take them?
Aha!
Or are they still in the house?
So I wouldn't link that up, but
door
yes,
in
of
the
course they are
kitchen,
still in the house.
locked from the inside. A door in the corridor jammed shut. It opens onto the same... One locked door could be a coincidence, but two locked doors which open onto the same room can't be. Either I'm completely wrong, or the witness is in that room. But I need Milton to open one of those doors.
Well, the bell works now.
Mr. Ness, can you open the door for me?
Apparently I put my gun in my outside jacket pocket.
It was open. Why did you ring?
I thought I should use the doorbell, so I wouldn't startle you.
When I came in, I pressed the doorbell and it didn't work.
Well, in light of the facts, I deduced that it was your finger that wasn't working.
Very clever.
So, what can you tell me to restore my faith in you as a detective?
What is that?
Not a good start. It's a camera, so Alphonse can see all this.
All right. Follow me. Boccherini had company for dinner. Someone from Vermont with the initials OB. Someone whose social status was a lot higher, but who was on the same side of the law. He served lasagna, and after clearing away the dishes, they opened a bottle of whiskey in the dining room. That was when the murderer burst in on them, coming through the window which he broke with his own body weight. Boccherini, or maybe his guest, pulled a gun, but it was a waste of time. The murderer was so fast he was disarmed before he could fire. He focused his attention on Boccherini, totally ignoring the guest, and lifted him up into the air. He then threw him against the dining room table so hard that one of the glasses of whiskey was embedded in Boccherini's back. He span around, clawing at the table, and immediately afterwards the murderer ripped off his hands. I have no idea how he did it, but all the evidence suggests he just pulled. Blood sprayed everywhere. The wristwatch fell to the ground. He dragged him through the corridor into the hall. He tore down the lamp, hung him from the brackets, and stabbed steel rods through his body. He skewered him on the iron bars, possibly taken from the fence outside, and pulled out his teeth one by one. Finally, he scooped out his eyes with a teaspoon. Boccherini must have been dead when the murderer went to the bathroom with his hands in his teeth. There, he arranged them to make an altar, weaving the fingers together and placing the teeth inside. Next, he painted something on the wall in blood, a symbol which I don't recognize, but which could have some kind of ritualistic significance. When he'd finished his artwork, he left. I don't know what he did with the eyes.
Ate them.
You're telling me that someone did all this armed with a teaspoon?
More or less.
And you worked all this out on your own, just by looking?
More or less.
I don't know which of the two of you scares me more. Wait a second. What about the guest?
Right. Come with me. Nothing.
Turns out Mr. Untouchable isn't infallible. But you were close. Congratulations.
This must be Boccherini's office. Let's take a quick look around.
All yours.
Okay. What do we got? A lot of money. I'm guessing this was going to Boccherini.
Jesus. There's at least $1 million here.
Mm-hmm. Boccherini's?
I'd be surprised. Probably his guests, and I doubt it was to pay Boccherini for his services. None of his forgeries are worth that much.
We've still got a lot of flies around here. Let's see, what have we got here? Boxes. Oh, no.
Carlo, I have the goods for OB, but I have to take the children to school tomorrow and I can't make the meetup. Friday, same time, same place. It's signed NI.
Mm-hmm. These initials are getting to be a pain in the ass, right?
I have to take the kids to school tomorrow. I don't think this is some loving divorced daddy, Milton.
I take back what I just said.
The driver's license of one John Martinson and Osmond Burke. OB.
Do we know him?
The eldest son of the richest family in Vermont, convicted rapist. He was arrested thanks to the testimony of his father, who wound up disinheriting him. He escaped from prison last week. He broke into the family home and slit the throats of all his relatives one by one, opened the safe, and got away with a fortune.
They don't make jails like they used to.
You're really not much of a help, are you?
Up, isn't it?
Out of my way! Out! Out!
Ah, whoops. I was a bit slow on that. Let's try that again.
All starting to add up, isn't it?
Out of my way! Out! Out!
Milton! Milton!
You're doing fine on your own, Mr. Ness.
Oh,
I
no.
believe in you.
I just have my throat getting slit open. I'm not doing fine on my own, thank you. I'm not very good at quick time.
Get out!
Throwing towards a knife, you dumbass.
Get out of my way, I said! He's coming back!
Who's coming back?
Him! The monster!
The guy who killed Boccherini?
He was a monster! Oh, get your hands off me, Negro!
What was he like? Describe him for me.
It was a monster. Red and black. I mean, his head reached the ceiling. He tore off his hands with his claws! It was a monster! A monster!
Well, being red and
Should
black
I
doesn't
hit
help
him
in this
again?
game. No.
Burke, shut up. You're Osmond Burke, right?
Yes.
Good. Now pay attention, Burke, because I have a question for you.
The note.
Who wrote this note?
Nikolai Ivankov.
Rings a bell.
One of Capone's right-hand men 20 years ago. What does this stuff about kids mean?
I don't know.
Calm down, Burke. You were going to meet up with him, right?
Yes, at the docks, berth 42, right next to where the alligator 3 is moored.
So what's the meetup time?
Tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? No, it's going to be tonight. Don't get too comfortable. We'll be there in no time. There are certain types of people I don't allow in my diner. But today, I have no choice but to make an exception.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Ness. I have to take him to Alphonse.
Out of the question. I know his temper. He'll beat him to a pulp.
Listen, if the missing girl was your granddaughter, you wouldn't forgive me if I didn't let you see the only suspect who could lead us to her.
Okay.
Shucks.
What?
I thought that bloodbath would cover up the smell of stale grease. I was wrong.
At nightfall.
Elliot?
Ah, Delphine.
Oh, thank God you're here. The lights were off, so I thought that... I'm sorry. I got out of the hospital late, then I went to the station to pick up Jim's check, and when they told me... I'm scared.
Of what?
What are you drinking?
Juice. However, I'm going to leave this here because I think I've been on for long enough. We've just seen an interesting... yes, a very interesting murder. And next time I'll pick up from here. And I guess we're going to go find the guy down at the Doxby Alligator 3. Maybe he'll know more, maybe he won't. But until then, thank you all for watching, and good night. Oh, and don't have nightmares about people ripping your hands off, impaling you with iron railings, pulling your teeth out and digging rice out with spoons. Bye.